Gervonta Davis lambasted for a Lamont Roach fight because Gervonta Davis is not chasing greatness. If I had a harp, if I had a violin I could play for you while I say he's not going for greatness, I would. Meaningless statement made by people who could give a fat rat about the greatness of Gervonta Davis and honestly really just want something to complain about. But let's look at that and the reaction Gervonta Davis is getting and put it to the test of logic in this video. All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon. And in this video, we're going to be in the 135-pound division where it is virtually official that Gervonta Davis will be fighting Lamont Roach on December 14th, presumably in Houston, Texas. And I have been having a blast with people listening to them come up with all kind of cockamamie excuses as to why Gervonta Davis shouldn't have a boxing match. Now, before I get into that, though, let me welcome you back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, please accept my invitation to hit the subscribe button. Hit the bell icon so you can be notified of when we release more videos. And if you're a longtime subscriber and supporter of the channel, thank you guys so much for your continued support. It makes a huge difference to the channel. But let's get into this because, look, have you ever had a conversation with somebody and they were just, saying a bunch of like back-to-back cliche, meaningless statements? Be the best that you can be. Say no to drugs, right? Live like a champion. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like all of these different phrases that get thrown at you. And you don't really go into the phrase very much and analyze what it actually means. So for not the first time, I hear people say that Gervonta Davis is not seeking greatness by fighting this fight. Not seeking greatness by seeking that fight. We need people to seek greatness. Okay, let's first and foremost deal with this. What does that mean? What do you mean, seek greatness? He doesn't have on his mind that he is trying to do the exact same thing that Manny Pacquiao did? Because you name that Manny Pacquiao did this and Manny Pacquiao did that, that means that to chase greatness means you have to do exactly what Manny Pacquiao did, or you have to do exactly what Floyd Mayweather Jr. did, or you have to do exactly what Ray Leonard did. Well, only problem here is none of those guys did the exact same thing any of them did, and they all got to greatness in their own fashion. And do you know why that is? Because people do not judge greatness of a fighter, of a person, based off one thing. Michael Jackson is not a great singer because he had one album, okay? Nor did he become a great singer or a great entertainer because he had a bunch of bad songs. Because listen to your favorite artist that you think is a great artist. Think about it. Michael Jackson, one of my favorite artists. I can go to all of his albums, and in the majority of his albums, if he has 12 songs on it, I'm not going to like 4 of them. Stevie Wonder can have an album with 25 songs on it. I'm not going to like 8 of them. There may be 4 of them that are incredible. There may be, another 3 of them that are okay that I kind of like. I can play while I wait for the next one. But there's going to be ups and downs in the quality of the music produced by either one of those guys. Same thing for artists. Not every single solitary picture Picasso or ever drew was something that everybody loved. Okay? Your greatness is judged by your body of work over time. It is not judged by whether or not in one fight you go fight Lamont Roach. So please stop preaching about greatness and not following greatness and not looking for greatness. That is so over the top. Just an appeal to nothingness. What does that mean? Is it anybody that you know that is considered great? It's kind of like the Nipsey Hussle song. He says basically, and I'm not a rapper and I'm not going to try to quote him directly, but the general gist of it was that you're sitting in a room, you're working, you're grinding, and then you wake up and you realize that you're great. Because you've just grinded and you're not looking at the big picture and all these things come together and how people are going to think of you 400 years from now, 50 years from now, 25 years from now. You're out here trying to do your best training every day. You're out here trying to stay active. You're out here trying to earn money. And as a result, you do the best you can do every single solitary day. Sometimes you got ups, sometimes you got downs, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. But the total body of your work is what people would consider to be great or not great. Stop trying to snatch greatness away from somebody because you don't like a fight or claim they don't care about it at all because you can find 4 fights out of 20 that you really, really like. And then you can find 10 that are okay. Then you can find another 10 that's like they're all prospects. Dude, you can literally go through any and every professional boxer's record and do the same thing. You can go through Sugar Ray Leonard's record and say, man, why did he fight him? Why did he fight him? What kind of thing is this? What kind of fight is that? Really, do we want to consider the Donnie Lalonde fight is really great? Come on, man. Donnie Lalonde. Who did Donnie Lalonde fight? Come on, man. Who did this guy fight? Who did that guy fight? I mean, it's okay to have all of this back and forth blabbery type conversation. I engage in it every day, blabber my head off. But you can't hold people responsible for words that don't have a definition, do not have a consistent way of which to approach it either. Specifically, this greatness you're talking about, define it. Define it. Do you mean he'll never make it to the Hall of Fame? Yeah, he will. You know why he's in the going to make it in the Hall of Fame? Because Sean Porter just got nominated to the Hall of Fame. And more than likely, Sean Porter's going to get in. So spare me. Gervonta Davis is going to get in the Hall of Fame. That is almost on lock already just by having won championships in 3 divisions and being such a big name and providing such exciting fights. That's greatness. Not whether or not he fights the exact person that I want to fight on the exact day. And again, the idea that every great person that has done great things always does great things and never has something that you don't like, please. Denzel Washington has had movies that flopped that were no good. Okay? He had great ones like Malcolm X and he had other ones that people didn't want to see and are like, I can take it or leave that. You are known by the body of your work. Over time, not because a YouTube channel or somebody on Twitter doesn't like 1 fight or 2 fights that you get, especially when those are the only fights available. All the grandstanding, the moralizing, just think about this. You're literally sitting up on a pedestal looking down at Tank, judging him and whether or not he is doing what you think is going to ultimately end in you being able to decide whether he is great or not. You don't like the fact that he doesn't live up to your standards of greatness. Okay? But your standards of greatness are not the only standard of greatness. And on top of it, you ain't going to be great until your career is over. And by the way, that shit can be taken away from you at any time because Puffy was being great until about 3 weeks ago when all of a sudden he ain't going for great no more. Man, just watch the fight and shut up, or say something, but be consistent about it, man. Not here, there. Anyway, that's my take on the matter. Please let me know what you think in the comment section. And with that, I'm out. Deuces.